everybody, this is Just Nurse. I'm back with another video. This video will be the 5 things that I hate about my career mode in WWE 2K18. The first thing I have is if you talk to the superstars, like say if you talk to Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Nia Jax, Epico, Primo, Jay and Jimmy Uso, or Stephanie, Shane, Vince, they're gonna tell you the same thing over and over. If you go to them, like if you go into the office at the beginning of a new week, they say, "Oh, get out of here! I have so much stuff to handle." And like Vince said, "What you need," and then they only give you one option. That's to change brands. I'm like, okay, when the creators of 2K18 didn't think this through. Didn't think this through a lot, because it's just the same repetitive. It's repetitive over and over. It's the same week, and that's one thing I really hate about it. Because I just got finished playing it, and when I went to talk to Vince, it just said option. The only option, change brands or no change. I'm like, really? Come on. Then the second one is the repetitive matches against the same opponent. Tonight I faced who did I face? I faced Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship. I swear, at 2 pay-per-views, I faced him on a Raw, in a non-title match, 3, and it was like back to back. It was like I wrestled him at Money in the Bank, then I wrestled him the next night on Monday Night Raw. I'm like, okay, this is, just same old. It's not nothing new. That's one thing I cannot stand, is repetitive. And if you get disqualified at a pay-per-view event or any other championship match that you are facing, and you are the champion going into the match, and if you pick up a steel chair or get a sledgehammer and hit your opponent, you get disqualified, you're going to lose that championship. You're going to lose it, and it'll either start off as being the first opponent that had like the WWE Championship was me. I was facing I forgot who I was facing. I think I was facing Roman Reigns for the title. No, I was facing Brock Lesnar, and I got disqualified. I was the champion going into the match. I got disqualified, and then Brock Lesnar the next week. Brock Lesnar was the champion. I'm like, that's not how WWE TV does it. WWE TV does it. If a champion that gets disqualified or counted out, they still remain the champion. The only way a championship can change hands if it's pinfall or submission. That's another thing that got on my nerves. It takes a while getting to a new stage of fan favorite or company man. It's like you'll be wrestling for like 4 or 5 months to get to the next stage. I'm on stage 5 now. I'm about to go to stage 6. I'm at 1,380, and I got to get to 2,000. And I've been wrestling like 3 months now on the same stage. I'm like, that is not enough. It needs to be built up. And I'm like, I'm getting good at my promos. I'm having 4.5-star matches, and I'm still at 1,380, and it's still 3rd month. I'm like, come on now, I don't like that. And not enough finishers and clothes to put on the wrestlers. It's not enough to, like when you first start, you only have probably like 6 options of clothes. And then when you go to SmackDown or Raw, whatever the name, top brand that you go to, you might get like 12 or 14 outfits to wear, but that's about it. And you still have like 30 more that's locked and you cannot use. I'm like, you're not giving your opponents enough, you're not giving your superstar enough clothes, to wear, or enough nice finishers like Roman Reigns spear is still locked on mine. I'm like, I want to be Roman. I want to do Roman Reigns spear, but I'm instead of that I'm doing the I forgot what finisher I'm using, but It's not giving me the option to have what I want in the game. It's not fair to the WWE Universe that's playing this game. It should be a lot more, a lot more variety to pick from. The superstars should, it's stated a lot more allies that you create, a lot more enemies that you create. And what I'm seeing, you cannot do that. You cannot say, oh, hey, buddy, come on, let's tag team in a wrestling match tonight and face the New Day for the titles. No, that's not how it works. It takes like 2 or 3 weeks, and then you got to go through some stage, and you'll get through a rival or former team by doing that. It's not like, hey, you're walking up to a person like, come on, let's fight for the tag team titles tonight. You and me taking on the New Day. It's not like that. I wish it was. It was a lot more to that. Management should be like if you're in a heated rival, and like you go to Stephanie or Shane, you say, hey, I want this match against so-and-so tonight. And I'm getting really tired of hearing this opponent's mouth going blah, blah, blah. I want to fight him one-on-one tonight. You don't have that option. You only have the option to go for if you're on Stephanie's brand, the Universal, Intercontinental, or Tag Team title. And then if you're on SmackDown, you have the WWE Championship, United States, or the Tag Team titles. You don't have an option to say what you're going to do. And I wish WWE Creative would be take more suggestions. Is improving the game. And next, I want to see WWE GMO return. Plus, I want to see a women wrestler storyline for the women as well. Is like the men. We've been having men taking on, but everybody wants to become a women's champion through a career mode. So that's my 5 things that I can find fault with WWE 2K18, my career mode at the moment. If I see some more, I will be glad to make a video. And I hope you guys love the video. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, comment below what you totally hate about my career mode and what can be improved in my career mode. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Love y'all.